What is up, you guys? It's Tuesdays on my channel, which means we're going to talk about a movie. So today I thought, for continuing our trend of Halloween, we would talk about Zombieland. Zombieland is a zombie comedy starring the likes of Jesse Eisenberg and Emma Stone and Woody Harrelson, that other chick that I don't really know. It starts off with this guy played by Jesse Eisenberg called Columbus, and basically he's kind of like the protagonist of the show. He's kind of explaining like the rules of survival. He's the one who's like just trying to get home to see if his family's still alive in this zombie apocalypse. He's basically your generic kid in college who plays video games all night while eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew. So, me. Not really. I don't drink Mountain Dew or that, but I do play video games late at night. It's fun. He starts off on his journey and he comes up with these like rules along the way that kind of like remind him, hey, you gotta make sure you do all these right things. Like, if you shoot a zombie, don't take any chances, do a double tap. Clean shot to the head, you'll be good to go.
The double tap. In those moments when you're not sure the undead are really dead, don't get all stingy with your bullets. I mean, one more clean shot to the head.
Avoid stalls, because nothing's worse than trying to take a poop and a zombie come get you.
Don't let them catch you with your pants down. Rule number 3, beware of bathrooms.
One of the biggest things he does whenever he meets Tallahassee, who is played by Woody Harrelson, is Woody Harrelson's character kind of like is this tough guy who just has a lot of issues. And one of his biggest rules that I think Tallahassee really liked was blow off some steam. So take a bat or a crowbar and just smash a car, or later in the movie they smash up a china shop. Whatever you need to do just to kind of let off some steam, because you are in this like rough environment. It's really nice just to kind of like just break something. And another big rule that he has is to just enjoy the little things, which is a good moral in general for life, to just enjoy the little things, because in the midst of a zombie apocalypse especially, you take the good moments when you can. Tallahassee basically has this like thing where he's desperate for a Twinkie, because he's like, Twinkies are amazing, they can survive anything, but they do expire. So he wants to find one as soon as possible. And of course the whole running joke of the whole entire movie is that he can't find it. They actually come across the hostess truck and it's nothing but snowballs. Which, who likes snowballs? It's coconut. Who likes coconut? Really? So along their journey they meet up with these two girls. Little Rock, who's like this little cute little girl who is a scary good actress. She like plays like, oh my god, I got bit, I'm gonna like die. And then you have Emma Stone, who plays this girl named Wichita. Basically the idea is that the characters, rather than like getting attached to people who have like real names, they just kind of like go for the cities that they're trying to get to, or just the cities that they're from. So they meet up with these girls. The little one's like, oh my god, I got bit, and like Emma Stone's character's just like, she didn't have long. Can you give us your gun so we can just end it? And then they basically jack their car and their guns and all of that. Funny enough, they break down a handful of miles down the road and they eventually catch up with them, and they kind of like just work together to kind of just make it to the Pacific, because the whole thing is anywhere but here is safe. So maybe there's still people alive and doing good over here on like the Pacific coast, or maybe on the Atlantic coast, or maybe in Canada, who knows. They want to go to Pacific Playland. And along the way, they go to the china shop that I mentioned, and when they get to Beverly Hills, they're like, let's chill here for the day, then we'll make the rest of the trip tomorrow. So they go to what turns out to be Bill Murray's house. And in spectacular fashion, we actually do get a Bill Murray cameo. Now, for those of you who may not know, Bill Murray is the original Ghostbusters. He was in Caddyshack and just all these different comedies, especially in the 80s and 90s. He runs into one of the characters and it's like, oh hey, you're Bill Murray. You're awesome.
God damn it, Bill fucking Murray!
It's like, oh, thank you. I'm just like a zombie, so I can actually go outside and just chill. The neighbors are wonderful. They try to eat human brains, but other than that, they're great. They're wonderful. So some of our group is in the movie theater. So what do you think about scaring them? Thinking like there's a Bill Murray zombie. And of course when they get there, poor Bill Murray, he gets shot.
No!
No, it's okay. It's okay.
And he just has this like long drawn out like kind of death. It's long drawn out. It's funny. Because it's Bill Murray. He can do whatever he wants. But yeah, then they just like throw him off the balcony and it's like, okay. And then they just have like that moment in I where they're just like playing Monopoly and they're just having a good time. They're starting to actually kind of get to know each other. We learned that Tallahassee actually, he's been saying this entire time that like he lost a dog and that's why he gets like choked up a little sometimes. But you learn that it's not a dog, it's a kid. He lost his kid in the zombie apocalypse. Which kind of explains why he needs to blow off more steam than the rest of them. The girls kind of like go on their own to Pacific Playland because just drama. And basically there's this big climax at Pacific Playland where all the characters kind of like have to fight this horde of zombies because when the girls turned on all the equipment and all that, it attracted all the zombies, of course. You got Tallahassee in like a little booth and he's got like locked, but he's got like guns and ammo and he's like going off. And of course you got Columbus who has to try and save Wichita, who her and Little Rock are on the ride where it's like goes up and kind of thing. That one. I don't know what it's called. Just Ricky, if you could look that up and just correct me, that'd be great. So basically in the end, they do manage to all get out of there. They destroy all the zombies and everything works out. But of course, whenever they're trying to like get together, they get kind of scared and like Tallahassee shoots a door. On the other side of the door was the Twinkies. The Twinkies he'd been dying for. And since he had a shotgun, it just obliterated the Twinkies and he doesn't want it to taste like buckshot, so he just breaks down crying and then they just go to leave and like the girls who we thought just kind of rode off without them come back in a new vehicle and it's like, hey Tallahassee, and they throw him the Twinkie and he's like, oh my god, a Twinkie, and just devours it. He's just savors every kind of bite. It ends with them all getting in the van and going on the next adventure. And we're still waiting on Zombieland 2. Where's it at? Nobody knows. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully they give us Zombieland 2 eventually. They've been saying they want to do it, but still waiting. Alright. Well, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what movies you want me to talk about next. And I'll see you losers next time. Bye.